Our time-lapse video shows the aftermath of heavy fighting in a Damascus suburb, an all-too-common scene as the civil war draws closer to the city center. And ordinary people here are increasingly feeling the impact. Salah Nasser has been waiting in line for hours to get bread in this government-run bakery. The retired soldier has to feed his wife and 7 children. I queued up yesterday from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., he says, and I still couldn't get any bread. Some people bring their children to put them in the queue to get more bread, and others don't get any. Every day, a battle for the bare necessities, a desperate situation that brings tears to Salah's eyes.
Pretty much everyone here will tell you a similar story. They stand in line for hours every day, and then it's not even clear whether or not they're going to get bread. The bread here is actually subsidized. It costs 15 Syrian pounds for one loaf. That's just a couple of cents. The alternative for these people is buying it on the black market, where the price is 10 times that, and most of those here simply can't afford that kind of money.
The bread lines are a direct result of this. Damascus is suffering from a severe fuel shortage. Delivery trucks with ingredients for bread often stop running, and car owners often spend hours queuing up for gas at the few stations that have any. People come and fill canisters because they fear there will be a shortage, he says, and that is what actually creates the real problems. With many Syrians fleeing the country and tourism virtually non-existent, the conflict is hitting the economy severely. In the historic old town, at the traditional brass and copper workshops, the craftsmen make everything from trays to pots to ornaments. Al Biahi's family has been in the brass crafting business for generations, but with the violence, much has changed. Production greatly dropped, he says. We now have to work with imported brass because the local brass is not available, and he adds that imported brass is much more expensive, but Syrian brass has not been available for more than a year because the factories were in Aleppo and in Homs. The brass and copper crafts trade in Damascus has survived for hundreds of years through wars, revolutions, and civil unrest. And even now, the men here continue to hammer away, although they clearly worry about the conflict that slowly seems to be eroding the social fabric of this country. Fred Plaikin, CNN, Damascus.